series. Obviously, taking down mates is a very respectable score. But already, G2 obviously on the attacking side if you're just tuning in, and obviously that means NS on the defending side. And an early attempt at a fake, but...
Good catch by BABYBAY.
That's huge, but RB slipped the net for a second. I thought he might have had a second there. He only gets one. They know the plan now, and G2 are here quite quick.
Actually, BABYBAY lurking all the way back through B. Dambi here set up, waiting for this smoke now. Trent shouldering the angle. Solid hold here, but actually Dambi's going to find a headshot.
They might need to speed up here, G2. They need to get closer to the site. It's great having BABYBAY on that deeper lurk, but still, with NS winning out fights on the side like this,
what?
It's going to turn things on its head. Luckily, Valyn's still on the case, getting body checked here, but Valyn, oh my word, he's holding space, gets caught, but does they know where BABYBAY might be? I think he's got a good idea for the H.
Focus towards mid here. 4 players position, and jawgemo just removes Francis for free.
There's a lot more bodies behind that, but still...
Oh!
That's unreal! Where have you got 2 from? The first, I mean, the control.
It looked like it was off with the crosshair placement as well. RB in mid now going to find jawgemo. It's all the way.
Don't fall.
In towards, yep. Take your time. Oh, he's spotted though.
You're down there one way or another.
He fell anyway.
Okay, Leaf, at least going to get the plant. Oh, at least going to get the rafters waiting. Close corner holding by Ivy. Gonna try and greet that front line. BABYBAY gonna slip the net, but only for a second. Couldn't quite get back in time, but Francis gonna just control the space here, and that pop towards sight looking a little flat.
Already seen the intention here from NONGSHIM to contest this first layer. And both duelists now removed, and RB gonna follow up here onto Trent.
I wouldn't be trying to bring him into a brawl. The NONGSHIM guys look sharp. So Leaf and Valyn not being given much of a chance to fight back in. You're looking for mistakes, right? Opportunities to maybe bring a player down, give yourself some slightly better odds here, but NONGSHIM aren't massively overextending. They're putting a lot of faith in Dambi to hold the other side of the map. They can draw those other players back towards top middle, but Valyn unable to pin him down, and he's just being toyed with now.
Issue being, though, on the other side, Leaf slipped a little further forwards.
But I like the exchange of space. Yeah, that's gorgeous, and that's a spike, right? Like, I like that they got proactive there, and they didn't fight towards that kind of, I guess, a little bit of a different setup. Invi this time, the one, not necessarily solo, RB is here, but they have to be ready to handle that first player in, which is going to be BABYBAY, and they decide to kind of leave him to his own devices, handled by, again, Ivy is just so in control, looking very cool, calm, and collected, but they have slipped mid. They don't know about this yet, and now they certainly do. Jaw going to claim a little bit of space and open up a chances towards the A side. Dambi the one who's going to be on red alert, feeling all that pressure, but look at the proactivity on the other side of the map. This is, again, very, very good. They are not really resting on their laurels.
Dambi, I think he's going to be tested here. Might just be able to...
Can he live?
Exist for the time being. He might be able to catch his transition into main.
But this is stunning. Even if he goes down, look at the time he's buying for this flank and this rotation. It's not really even a flank at this time. But again, for G2 to navigate that, to not over-pressure the point, but Trent's vulnerable here. He's very alone. It allows for a trade. But they're making something of this round. They put the pressure back towards NONGSHIM, and maybe this position now becomes a bit more readable. There's no pressure coming in towards jawgemo. He sees nothing towards that CT side. So they can keep this sort of presence here towards A main. Valyn, lovely control on the corner. And Francis, maybe understanding the operator could be in play, so a fast mid piece. Ivy! Gonna send, we have to work this together. The deeper owl drone coming in, and RB.
He's gonna hurt this,
he's committed. Valyn didn't get the shot he wanted on that spray either.
Francis not yet moving outside B. Dambi going forwards here, lethal punish.
Oh, it's messy, and G2's just discipline and their ability to wait for NONGSHIM to try and make some over.
This is an issue now.
Francis still has a way out of there for a couple more seconds. He wants to drop a body. He wants something on his side.
He's going to TP right under jawgemo though.
Oh, and it's a missed shot, and there is the punishment. You had one chance to make it count. And now G2 looking to get their fourth here. Highly likely.
Going hunting. They follow through on this pressure early on.
Oh. Well, jawgemo's been caught. That's Dambi applying that pressure.
Yet, so NONGSHIM happy to go forwards. outside of A. There's a little bit of pressure, and Ivy actually steps back into the spray.
I'm so surprised he went back for that. He was the solo player on the B side. He had to play really, really cautiously. So now with the plant in play, they'd pretty much evened the score up. And look at the ults that G2 have to play with.
Leaf's heard this.
Leaf's heard all of this. Now they are clearing middle, but how aware is RB? A little asleep at the wheel. Oh, very asleep.
Dambi?
Come on, man. You got to be a little sharper than that if that's the path you're taking. And now look at what they've got in middle here. Trent going to catch the cross, joined as well in watching this. Oh, it's just lovely. G2 shouldn't feel any pressure. Space he's been taken here. I need RB to live too. Leaf.
Leaf's going to hear this again.
I think he's heard it.
Right place, right time once more.
He's done exceptionally well. However, the only difference being RB succeeds at holding space on CT. The 3-play pack roaming on those back lines also delivers on the front of Leaf. So we're finally seeing an opportunity now. Francis is going to really take no chances. Ult's coming in, take the space, and try and find a way in. Going to pop another ult in for good measure. They are putting everything they have into this. They needed a way to break back in, and this is looking like...
Now they follow through now.
Oh, I don't know if I like this. It feels like it's desperate. There's going to be nothing coming out of that NONGSHIM want. Dambi hell-bent on trying to make it stick, but then jawgemo.
Similar scenes.
Yeah, what is going on between these two? The battle of middle, not really.
Particular once more. Oh, yeah, gets a spot. Great trade from Ivy, though.
That's really good from Ivy. A bit of a jump scare after the first, but a very patient round from G2. It feels like they're happy just kind of letting this one simmer for a second. It was that kind of reactive play in middle, and now kind of congregating together somewhat, but it's a recovery mission for the spike. So you look at where it's heading, it's going to be A. 17 seconds, so they can't really make mistakes here, and RB's got the paranoia.
That missed smoke should be very telling for NONGSHIM, but they're still curious towards B.
I'm surprised that they haven't backed away. Full faith in RB, and he can only do so much. G2 have carved a path. They've made something out of nothing in this. I thought they had the right read! Huge deny! I guess they don't need to rotate!
In the very last second as well.
What a champ.
Look at that, he's so close to the plant.
Going for a biff, aren't they? Just about everyone's hit. Oh, that flash is exceptional, but apparently BABYBAY unaffected. Jaw comes back in, and NONGSHIM in trouble here. It's not stopping though. RB this time does stand his ground. A refight from Dambi. That is just... Might need it this time. Maybe. Let's see. So yeah, all towards the A site. This time around, it's Valyn's job to try and get this done. Even the observer's ready, just
just ready for another star.
Not to be, so RB going to keep a bit of heaven space. But they're playing 2 on site and 1 towards main for G2. They are ready for that drop. Very nicely positioned from G2. And Ivy this time has to be here.
I'll be maybe reading this as a looser hold here, but a little overzealous.
It's a treacherous drop down, isn't it? Look who's waiting. It's probably death. On a pier. Exactly what we're getting. But now we just need to see that Ivy doesn't get caught again. Last time he got caught out a little ahead of this. Gonna play just on the line here. This is a really sketchy position. Gonna start respecting it a touch more. Allow G2 the chance to get the plant down. You're looking at the rest of the team now working their way through, but G2, the pennies dropped. They're already looking back towards middle. It's BABYBAY. Maybe right place, right time. Divide gonna go in, and BABYBAY goes forward. It's a mad fight. And now Trent's under pressure. He's being pushed. Dambi's got him dead. Leaf now the only backline player. Trying to keep back 2. Has to outdo this. What's going on there?
Jawgemo.
That's unfortunate, really. Leaf still trying to keep these guys in check. He's got no chance against them. So Valyn left in a 1v3. Francis on 30 HP, but still very much able to get involved here. Valyn trying to find a corner, find a player. Can't deal with Dambi!
NONGSHIM might get caught with the spat. Jawgemo doing a ton of damage, but...
Yeah, unconfirmed, but it's there. Valyn, does get hindered, but does he get to live?
Get caught?
They're trying, but Leaf. Oh my word, Leaf! Just where the buck stops. 3 big kills, and I thought they could have maybe shut down towards Valyn, or really pressured it, and you're right, Dambi's on 5, man. Oh dear, it's not a pretty place to be right now.
Leaf ace. Oh, sure, come on.
Sure.
Slow the approach down, but also BABYBAY able to...
You can come back around here. Couple shock darts. He's doing a bit of chip on the way, but BABYBAY's curiosity starting to peak. Dambi none the wiser. BABYBAY beheads him. And look at this, G2 just fighting back in. RB does manage to control it, at least catch one here, so they are not out of the woods just yet. It's a 3v2. Xross and RB trying to play together here, and it's looking like Xross is going to slip back towards A main. The other three actually going to put in the divide. They are going for this one. They see the potential, they see the possibility, and RB can't get away from it. Fated to fall as Xross now trying to play against this, and look at his HP. There is nothing this man can do, and I think he knows it, having to watch that defuse go against him.
The extremities here. G2 going forward, so...
Yeah, they want to have a fight here, and NONGSHIM just going to soak that up. They're going back out. Dambi again! Gonna just take away valyn's chances. As BABYBAY left very alone on the B site. Doesn't get caught yet, though. So with a new lease of life, maybe BABYBAY can be the one to stop the rot. NONGSHIM at the door. Oh, great trade from BABYBAY. Still alive, still holding the site. 3 kills, the TP, they had to get away from him.
Get the spike down here, plenty of space to play into here for RB. But they failed a few times in these later post plants towards A. BABYBAY and Leaf here. On the approach back towards site, issue being Ivy's disconnected here, and he's got a lot of stall potential. And BABYBAY down at 46 HP.
RB's commitment is towards that CT side. But the spike is ticking pretty fast. They're going to have to get a go now. They can try and get half, that would be the dream. They need the block at the bare minimum to try and make this look feasible. They get at least towards half, but that's about it. Oh my god, okay! Going to be spotted out by Trent's Owl Drone. And they continue. And here comes the pressure. jawgemo hungry for it, pops the ult! But for only a second! It's BABYBAY the one to draw blood. Okay, this is still keeping me present in this. They've exchanged space, so they will get sight, but look how close G2 are.
Look at the flank coming through as well. Very early on, and Leaf's the one with the rifle as well.
NONGSHIM going to get the plant down for now.
The connection's huge on this
BABYBAY, he's got 4 potential players here. So many bodies to try and do damage to. Xross though, nicely plays out the smoke, but it's messy. It's given G2 another chance at this. 3 against the 2. Francis and Xross have to keep their composure. Oh god, have G2 just broken them in this scenario? Francis has to fight it out. 7 bullets.
Oh my god!
Brilliant! Oh, he's down to the classic Francis! He can't do it!
Of this stage, maybe being unfamiliar. Francis the one to try and pave the way here for NONGSHIM to follow up in round 20.
That's 4
very early
here.
on though.
G2 have everybody on this side of the map here. Plants in.
Oh, they're going aggressive.
Yeah, they're trying to keep space. Bravery, maybe the name of the game, but look at the connection from Trent. He's going to send them scarpering away as G2 flooding back in. Soften targets, but Xross doesn't care. Going to take away valyn, eye up a second. Brilliant work. A third, not to be. jawgemo's there in the blink of an eye, and it's a 3v2. RB and Ivy make it just. Ivy with the stinger. And standing guard is Trent. Falls on one, but jawgemo on the trade. Of G2. This guy has been a miracle for NONGSHIM. And Leaf looking to match him at his own sort of game. Well, he's found one. It's Francis to fall, but Dambi right back to business. Going to secure the site for NONGSHIM and allow that plant to come through, but he can't overextend here on his own. There's 3 players. The flash he absolutely eats and has to backpedal away.
Catch here onto BABYBAY, but follow up here. The C's not catching another player, but conscious now of jawgemo's position. Already held here by Xross. Got to win out this fight, and he absolutely does.
Yeah, okay, that's a lovely shot. Good pop flash. Dambi, though, going to go down. He's not gone down at all. I thought he was dead there. But with 32 HP.
Here, confirmation will come through off the flash. We'll draw Leaf back a little closer.
Dambi, well,
what?
I mean, this guy is going to be in your face the whole time, but Leaf has been able to catch the players behind him. They focused on that CT side, so Leaf was able to catch and punish them. They tried to flood through. Still going, drops to 3rd, but the problem is it's only been Leaf so far. With BABYBAY on that judge, it's going to be brutal trying to build it back through towards the site, but it allows for a trade. jawgemo going to land it. Dambi's gone down, and Ivy wanted on the side. 2 big kills for himself. Makes it a 3rd. Eyeing up for Jaw gonna be walking this. He's been spotted. Shield now gone. Ivy's got the corner to play with and the time on his side. Jaw going towards the courtyard. So Jaw playing backside here. Gonna be checked on and spotted first. Francis teed up for success there. I think jawgemo just not expecting that position to already be controlled by NONGSHIM.
Flash has the window of opportunity to pressure towards Leaf on this judging will be identified very early on.
Yeah, but he's still Leaf. He's still standing. He does go down. I thought he was on for the second.
Yeah.
And I think Xross did take a good chunk of damage, but he does get to breathe and they get the sight. The plant should be up next. I don't think there's much to deny that. And you look at what they're left with. A Stinger with Trent, BABYBAY, no shield and a judge. And RB should hear all of this, and he's got help here. He's got support on that CT crunch, that crossfire on the contact. Should be in play. It's perfect. NONGSHIM in very much the driving seat here as BABYBAY's opportunities.
Xross, only real feasible target that BABYBAY had with the judge at that sort of range. So
they are going a bit more aggressive down middle to try and take space, but NONGSHIM are direct in approach. Not really too fussed about feeling out the purchase when you got Dambi doing this, taking space and taking names, and looking to follow up is Trent on the other side, yet to even really get the ball rolling. I wouldn't even be flashing through that. I don't want him to know I'm there.
I want nothing to do with that.
Screw it, and Leaf has just been warded off the side. He can't even really play on that B side. The Guardian, not enough to really seem that threatening. As now they try and build back up here. NONGSHIM already looking to react towards that CT side. Dambi again going to drop another body. Find another player to punish as jawgemo, the one to try and save the day. Dambi doesn't give a damn. This guy is just roaming the site and just taking body after body left in his wake. And Trent's barely moved in this. He sent for the dog. He's done what he could, but Dambi is where the story ends. It's 4 for him.
BABYBAY retreated very early on in that exchange. Again, brought down to 0 credits now. Tasked with holding on to the lost bonus taking effect.
Yeah, and Leaf, doesn't even get a look in. This guy is the real deal here, Dambi. Don't you dare take him off the neon again. Let this guy run rampage. 3 kills. I've never seen the Odin move so fast. As it's on valyn and BABYBAY. Francis has this corner. And it just feels like this map is NONGSHIM's from start to end here. G2 showing shades of what we didn't like in the past. Dambi waiting. It's BABYBAY and valyn walking into what feels like, well, it could have been their death, but a new lease of life here. A little bit of time to play with, but not a great deal, and Francis on the case. That was what was missing from that map 1. We didn't see him be that next layer as BABYBAY just trying to make his way out of this. Look at this tempo. The paranoia already sent in. I don't think that affected BABYBAY, but now let's see where the layers are. Anything else to help him out in this one? BABYBAY's going for it. Tries to go back in, tries to offset it. Dambi just sees it as a red flag to a ball, and he is still hunting them down. Just set to succeed. The only difference maker is valyn. It's Leaf finally coming back through. Here we go. This one they have done well at. Shaw is waiting towards that CT side, but they're still filtering out. This doesn't really deny the scale up that NONGSHIM like to do. And look at RB's position. Does it get checked on by Jaw? It doesn't matter again. This is great priority work from NONGSHIM. Taking away that comfort on CT instantly. And they've got the pit to throw down if they want to towards the connector. This is looking wrapped up with a bow. Where is the reaction from G2? Where do you go now?
They have a little bit of time to still piece together something towards elbow, but it's Dambi on the other side. Judge in hand, controlling this space. He's going to get both.
How is he? How is he still standing? He got to go back for seconds. He doesn't know when he's dead. And NONGSHIM are there alongside him this time. Francis ready to be that 1-2 punch. But this man is simply electric. At 17-7, he is a highlight player. It's atrocious, doesn't it? valyn checked on, dealt with. They feel it out. They read the game. They're reading everything G2 want to do. And Jaw going to be checked on, teed up to be absolutely deleted.
Doesn't matter the gun. It just moves different, man.
It is something special to witness, but BABYBAY trying to put up a fight here. Dambi. Dambi. Oh! He doesn't stop. And Leaf's position starts to feel readable. And he is the hunter here. Doing it for shit. This one done, man. Oh my god, the timing on the drop. Hello and goodbye, G2. You thought maybe you had a chance to play a normal round. You don't. Dambi wants to walk down middle, and he doesn't really want to stop. And Trent's kind of finally put him in his place, but I don't think that's going to stop him overall here, as they have the spike. And I don't think they're meant to. Francis. All right.
Big tag.
Yeah. Got to keep doing that, though, Trent. You got to keep doing that. You got 3 more, 2 more. Make it real! Oh, they have absolutely been put on notice now. As BABYBAY sent forward, as RB sees all of it, and doesn't get the shot he'd like, but he's going to know the plan. Now they prepare. Dambi ready, going to be able to reposition a touch here. Doesn't really back down. Going to be forced to.
By Leaf.
That's huge from Leaf.
The upgrade here, jawgemo now got the Bulldog in hand. Plant will come through. 3 left standing for NONGSHIM. Oh no.
Beautiful, beautiful control from Leaf. It's going to be found in the end, but again, he's given them great numbers to play with here, and jawgemo can hopefully backfill that space and allow that green light to go. RB going to shift back. Doesn't want to outstay his welcome here. Really the only one present on the A site, so he can't go down too early, and he doesn't. That's clean work.
What a miss from jawgemo.
Yeah, so that's a new lease of life for RB, who still has that paranoia to play in, and he's got the support system of Dambi now on the side of the map.
G2 now paws outside and going to allow NONGSHIM to get a little bit aggressive. The slide out from Dambi, fantastic. jawgemo shut down.
And they're reading the elbows the next kind of priority focus. Dambi then sent in. The Prowler not going to make it around the corner, but Francis certainly does. Trent, big kill coming in, but the Seekers, it's desperation. Francis is committed on this one, and he is set up. He has massacred G2. He takes down a 3rd from 0 to hero in this map. As now you're left with what remains of G2, Leaf and valyn to try and put it together. And Leaf just wants to make it through middle. But Dambi nearby. And valyn does get a look in. Oh, and he gets more than a look in. He's gone to himself. valyn making something out of nothing. As Dambi gets closer though, the final boss to try and get past. Leaf stunned up, dead. Dambi, he can do it all himself right now. valyn, who's put on
That's what it comes down to. A little bit of the battle in middle. Dambi is here. jawgemo just completely out of sorts. Divide goes in, and it looks like G2's attention turns back towards B. There is still a player on the other side of the divide. Dambi doesn't get to see him. Leaf going to be let off the leash a little bit to maybe make a play up middle, be the dagger in the back, but they still need the plant. They still need to try and hold on to this side of the map. It's going to be seen. BABYBAY gets his ankles broken by Dambi. Leaf has to be the hero of the hour here, but still behind the divide. They're on the site. They've already tapped the spike. Leaf strikes, takes down 1. Dambi gone. Paranoia comes in, flies through, he's now pitched. Oh, he can't make it out. RB's caught him. And the 2v2, valyn and Trent. Trent stands his ground. RB. Got a little bit of time, but a player to the left and a player to the right. Can you find any of them? No.
He knows.
Well, the dog dealt with, but they're still going to go, and Dambi is going to be once again handled. It's Francis to get a kill back here. Jaw, there is an army against you, man. They're just taking a fight. It's deathmatch, and it might be the death of G2. Trent doesn't have the bullets to do it. Leaf has to save the day. You're looking at NONGSHIM. You're looking at what they got left. Leaf can read this. He's seen the utility. He's ahead of it by just a touch here.
He's vulnerable.
He certainly is now. Decay's trying to come into effect. What? Had to get their heads right for G2 after that second map. Leaf going to be found, I'd imagine. Oh my god, he still gets 1. The value of that alone is rather impressive. But Jaw, it should be handled.
Huge that Ivy gets that kill as well.
And Dambi starting to take space on the site though, right? Like this is where it gets sketchy. BABYBAY from up above, still gonna catch 1. Does he get to find Dambi? He doesn't need to. valyn's got his side, and now they can start building towards the back of site. But again, this just looks...
Anyone to go exploring back in? Francis? Oh, actually, no.
I mean, he got in there.
Gets the follow-up, yeah, onto valyn.
Yeah, this is great, actually. NONGSHIM not really biting on re-clearing that space that G2 had garnered. They were happy to be quite stoic in nature, stamp their authority and say, well, look, you're not going to get the spike down in middle, so we'll just hold those rotations, hold those pivot points. You can see now, yes, A is a bit more vulnerable, but G2 still eyeing up towards heaven, still trying to scale this way, and Leaf giving away forward. Francis, that was pretty nice.
I've conceded ramp, though, and Dambi none the wiser.
Yeah, this back and forth is not really opening up the site yet. Look at the amount of bodies from NONGSHIM. That's beautiful from valyn, better from Trent. And suddenly they have access. They can just bury that spike through. Xross would need to go nuclear, but 10 HP is just not enough in my mind. You'd imagine they have the number.
From Francis.
There it goes. And there goes G2. Right timing. There is a... Oh, that's lovely. Pathing from BABYBAY. Oh, just couldn't quite find Xross in time. And actually, Xross got just got 2. How did he get the second on Jaw? He's dealt with the front line completely. And now G2 having to really bank on the back line. Francis having none of it. Fighting back forward. Gets a second. valyn fights to himself. It's a 1v2, but the spike's not quite to hand. Just a little bit further away. But with 45 seconds, he's got a chance to make something out of nothing here.
The slip back up through ramp here, and NONGSHIM trading places. See the awareness there from RB, and they've walked the smoke.
valyn's going back.
Yeah, reading this.
This could be miraculous. It's not to be else, but I think
RB's going to know.
dropped.
Yeah, very early on here. He's got his TP, and actually the catch here from Ivy. Crucial, Francis, to find the second as well. Dambi's already here with the ult.
They're here so quick. That spike is trying to get out of there. valyn wants none of it.
They just shouldered that corner. Dambi might have the shock of his life.
Oh my God.
Okay. This is weird.
Yeah, it is. And now here in the Prowler, he has a look. But he's forced off the angle, but can they make it towards the site? Yes. Okay, spike's on. They can get a plant here. 3v4. Francis has ult. Nothing to bank on the other side. Trent trying to posture up. Look a little intimidating. But a shoulder check from Dambi, and here's the ult. Francis wants to get them back in here.
Dimensional drift going to open up the possibilities here. Information game favouring NONGSHIM. But can he make a move off the backside of that?
He's committing. And that sets up Dambi. It's a perfect cross. A very direct approach. It's RB on the receiving end. Decides to get out of dodge, which, well, I say that. He's gone back in. He never really left. He's still here.
Comes in a split.
Oh, BABYBAY. Just falling like flies here. Ivy holding that push-up, reading the intention, and Francis gets out of dodge. How is he alive? You can't get away from him. Omnipresent in the round. Sure thought he got a new lease of life there. Certainly not the case. Is now going to spot valyn out. Probably reading the trends not too far away either.
And
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left to work with here. valyn and Trent looking to get back into vents as NONGSHIM breathing down their necks.
Yeah, they're on the run. Might be able to get a plant, but a 2v4.
Can you stabilize? Yeah, to really contest NONGSHIM.
They're close as well.
Timing on the plant is awkward for G2.
Yeah, they're close up towards heaven. Trent's going to need a bailout. Big first pick, though. Paranoia, stunning.
Next.
It's got both of them. G2 have to fall towards Pillar. Try and find a corner to play from, but RP is ready in the second half. But already, okay, I guess he wants the show to be back on. Dambi finally dealt with by Leaf, but still there's problems in this.
The TP back out here. BABYBAY looking to go a little deeper towards vents here, and does make it work with his BABYBAY, maybe. Let's cross back out of vents. I mean, he's going to hear this.
My God.
Oh my God.
Francis, he could be the absolute end of this. And he just needs to back away. He actually goes back for more. He didn't even need to. He'd done enough to bring it to this 2v2. Ivy and RB now bringing themselves back towards the B side. BABYBAY and valyn. Would love a plant here.
Still got Paranoia here, and Ivy actually going to catch BABYBAY. Spam not connecting for RB though.
Paranoia. valyn's going to get caught here. Can he be the one to give G2? Expecting this explosive approach from Dambi. And it's a right read. It's a really good call, but can he still handle it? Ivy, oh, you may know what's coming. It doesn't mean you can stop it. NONGSHIM again. Just vicious in approach.
So Francis should catch. It's actually Ivy to clean up with a third. Last player, jawgemo to find to prevent a flawless, and he does.
They haven't really relented, NONGSHIM. They don't really care. It's valyn trying to put up a bit of a fight here. Denies the first, and actually Leaf on the follow-up. That's better. Dambi's the one to at least get it back in towards some sort of safety, recover the Bulldog, and then maybe get the plant back on board. That is a great
now
question.
Ivy's got it, yeah.
Okay, but again, 4v3. Nice approach on the site. Good trade for Leaf. They're chipping away at them, and they have the numbers game here. But it's down to the rifles. That's the scary part. Stingers on the other side. A Bucky with Leaf. A wide swing. Putting Ivy on notice.
Just
Oh my
standing
God,
here.
he's trying to play the time. Oh, what is that shot? And he's got to do it again. Trent's got him dead.
Valyn's been under a ton of pressure previously, and that's not going to let up just yet, but stands up here.
Yeah, incredible work actually to be able to deal with that front line. Yes, we'll get traded out, but he's still done good damage and give them a numbers game to the good. Player up, leaving Xross, RB and Francis trying to brute force this B site again. No flank, no lurk. It's all very direct in approach here. G2's patience gonna put NONGSHIM under pressure. Francis, sharp today. Gonna get an opportunity on BABYBAY, but it's RB to get absolutely bamboozled. Leaf for the punish and G2.
For Valyn, and the fact that jawgemo's on a judge and tucked into sight.
Okay, can Valyn once again live here? Jaw doing the dance, and he is gonna be coming out on top in this one. Keeping them at arm's length. Trent gonna do the two-step with Ivy. There's Xross. Not able to scale in here. Very diligent from G2, very disciplined from G2.
Slow things down here as counter util, but this time around this is catch. Dambi's ahead of it.
Yeah, Dambi now let off the leash. This is where the problems begin. If he gets to play his game with Francis slicing through middle. It leaves just two alive. Valyn, the backbone in some of these rounds, now stands basically against 5 players.
Where's your anchoring now? Valyn has to go huge to make this doable in a 2v5.
And they're looking to punish Trent.
Yeah.
He can get one. Oh my God, he could have gone more, but he does only get one. And now does that then turn their attention? Or do they bullishly work their way forward? Valyn doesn't know it. Now he felt like the build back was certainly happening. And G2 still within touching distance. Don't think they're not. And the battle in middle begins, and already Dambi once again dealt with. Difference coming in the form of Leaf this time. Follow-up found as well. Looking out of sorts here. Stairs. Valyn needs to be careful to not get caught out in case he steps too far. I don't know if he got seen.
Xross
It looks
is
like
posted,
Xross
yeah.
is on it. So now he should be on red alert, considering he got contact over towards Leaf. Spins around, but he is already seen, right? That was the issue there. Jaw now going to be called into attention as well. NONGSHIM not particularly afraid, but caution being aired here. Valyn does get outdone. Leaf on 3. As RB, the last remaining bastion, but that spike being where it is a problem. 2 players waiting. Oh, quick grab on that. All right, fast hands, but you got to be fast on that trigger. If you want a chance in this, seized and held. RB is on the case. This has been his complete area of control, but he's gone down. So the reactive play from NONGSHIM wants to go towards heaven, but then you've got Valyn here. You've got Leaf deep on CT. You don't even have B main control. So surely you can't go that way. Are they trying to fake this? They absolutely are. Gonna maybe set something up towards the A side, but look at the passive hold from G2.
BABYBAY will be identified here. Yeah, able to recall back out. But it gives Dambi an opportunity to backfill that space now, get posted up close and personal with the judge.
Trying to hold that CT space. Here come all the ults, putting everything on the line. They look for the fight back through CT, but they flood out through heaven. This is nice. They still need to clear the pit. BABYBAY going to be put to work here. Can he find him in time? Leaf's got one. BABYBAY brilliant, clearing out, but Dambi back into the case, back into action, back doing work. Diffuse. Right place. Give up the site. This is the exchange that almost is agreed upon, but BABYBAY vulnerable, still wins the fight. Ivy looking to trade it back in, but he can't deal with the pressure. Ult comes down on top, and they're going to try and shut down on one of them. It's Ivy to fall. G2 with a vice-like grip, trying to claw back into this round.
Oh my God!
Dambi, what is that? And now just Jaw, who was so far away from this, having to slowly work his way back over. And it felt like a break. It felt like a breath of fresh air. But jawgemo, I don't think you're going to get past Francis. Does have backup. There is a squad. There is a firing squad, and Dambi's taking damage. Oh, it's lovely. Baited into the swing, and the punish comes in. Oh my God, RB. You are mad. You are absolutely mad for that one. And it looks all out of sorts. NONGSHIM looking shaky in this.
Another round when G2 just run away right out of the timeout. Beautiful read and a catch in mid. Now Leaf set up here with a shorty.
It should be 12. Leaf, right place, right time, and a dose of their own. With this right, he's always good for one. It feels like he gets a number up here. That's the ult for Xross though. A couple of key tools now, but look at Ivy as well. This could be everything they dreamed of. Dambi trying to identify the players on the site. They've got him dead to rights. Dambi doing magic work here for NONGSHIM. And of course, OT looking likely, as BABYBAY would have to go wild on this. And Dambi, oh my God, he's deleted. Go on, BABYBAY. Let's see what you've got for us. He's put him on notice. He's put him on notice. Whoa! Back together.
Turn of pace here for NONGSHIM. Look at the pressure right towards this extremity here. Leaf shut down. Trent found as well. More aggression on the side of NONGSHIM will spur on BABYBAY elsewhere.
Nice. Big hit from BABYBAY though, but that was bloodthirsty on the other side of the map, but they've got a little window of opportunity. Jaw caught off guard a little bit by CT, expects to swing from heaven. Not there yet. Oh my God, this is bold work. Francis has been filthy, and he is patient on this in case someone tried to swing. It's not to be. Looking at the options here, valyn shut down as well. NONGSHIM just... God, he was close before, but this is so difficult with these numbers, man. Okay, BABYBAY, this would need to be an ace.
Well, one more for the ult.
Gonna fall 30 seconds
Spike.
left.
Dambi. Be the next point of action, potentially actually a drop from heaven. He's being toyed with.
Onto the angle.
Oh, there it is. What a surprise. As Francis just opens up the account. G2, it's panic stations here. Man to the good early, sight under control, and Francis goes
What a catch
hunting.
from Leaf.
Big work from Leaf. Backbone player, him and valyn in my mind have been essential to G2's success. Xross is on the way, slow and steady. He doesn't need to hurry yet. G2 need to get themselves on the same page, but he is getting closer. RB waiting for the swing timing here. It's time to go. G2 up for the fight. Dambi waiting, takes down Jaw. 3 players, and of course, it's Dambi at the helm of their destruction as Trent, last man alive. A 1v2 Trent. This is a lot to ask of anyone.